Hello everyone and welcome back to Hutan Pantai. Hi Grandpa. Anyway, a new mod has dropped and it's named Enhanced Filltype Categories. And that mod basically makes it that all fertilizer spreaders can now take lime and that all slurry spreaders can also load water. So let me go and test this theory before I do anything else. If I remember correctly, the rice doesn't need water anymore, so I'm not gonna flood the fields. We just have to wait until it's ready, and I actually don't know what the ready is. Okay, no. Try and load it. Okay, it doesn't work. Let's browse the shop. So let's go manure spreaders. Yeah, you can see there is now lime in manure spreaders. But fertilizer spreaders, okay, Shalek doesn't. No. Yes, no. Okay, so it seems like the manure spreaders are actually the ones that spread lime. Now, I was talking about getting a manure spreader, and let's just dive in. Ooh. Wait a second, do I own Tesla? Tesla is owned. Yeah, okay, I bought it. But its value, it's 31,000. I could sell it and take the used one. No, not gonna do that. I could, but I won't. You know, to actually sell the one we have and buy this one for 4 grand. Ah! Okay, 34. Never mind. 4 grand if you only use it as a timber trailer. Okay. Never you mind. But Vario Flex, I am gonna buy it because I can use it to spread lime on my fields. And I can also use it for manure spreading when I provide my animals with the straw, the bedding. Okay, so I think field 27 and field 28 are ready to be harvested. Yes, and rice is still not ready for harvest, so okay. This is where we are. So let me start and run the combine in the field for the first time in Hutan Pantai. The massive Ferguson has a wide header. Western combine. Jump in. Fold it. And I want to have the draw enabled. And it is. Let's run the combine and let's go. So as always, the running speed for combines is 10 per hour in kilometers. I think I'm gonna take it down a notch because 10 feels like too fast, you know? It feels like the combine shouldn't be able to process wheat that goes in the actual combine, and I have just I have just looked at the weather forecast and it looks like it's gonna rain. Which means I'm gonna have to take care of these 2 fields before the rain starts. Excuse me. Yeah, we can actually see the grain falling in. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know why I was under the impression that fertilizer spreaders, solid fertilizer spreaders, can actually take in lime based on that mod. But it's not a problem, We are solving it another way. I don't know if you maybe live on a rural area or something like that, but these spots without crop, they actually do appear in fields. You can see it right here. Spots like this. These are probably from my bad seeding attempt, but over there at that corner there is actually a dead crop for some reason. So yeah, this actually does happen in real life, and I think it's a very neat feature. Okay, so we are 28% full, and the little truck, I still have saplings on it, so it would be a hassle to bring over, so I'm simply going to dump all the wheat into the what's over there, come on, help me, the grain silos. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but the combine keeps getting stuck on something invisible. I have no idea what it is, but yeah, it kept getting, stuck on something. It felt like it's maybe the header is too low to the ground or something like that. Again, I'm not sure. Let's unload this. Come on. And while I'm unloading, I want to check one other thing. So we have a grain mill. We can produce wheat flour. So it takes, doesn't show how much, so it's 1-to-1. Deactivate wheat flour. Okay. Okay, usually it tells you, 3 water into 1 rice sapling. But here it doesn't say anything. So okay, let's just assume that it's going to in a ratio 1-to-1. Oh, look at that, 152 liters of buffalo milk. Wheat, 8,000 liters. So what are the prices for basic wheat? It's the highest price is 1,200 or somewhere around there, and wheat flour is just regular flour. Regular flour, And flour is twice as much. Okay. In that case, when I bring the truck over here, I'm going to dump flour into our mill and set it off to work. If I was driving that car, I would definitely not drive this close to a header. Some very brave people were dumb. Let me take the header off so we have just a bit more space. Oh. Okay, it sets itself. Perfect. Okay, and you can rest here. Now, if I want to get bales produced, I need to have a baler of some sort. So let's go find out where the balers are. Okay, grasswork. It should be somewhere here. Here, baling. So if we want to produce square bales, we can. This one only produces small ones for 120 centimeters long. You can use another machine. I think it's a stacker of some sort. Miscellaneous, maybe? No. Okay, maybe the stacker is not. It's not in the game anymore. It was in previous game. And we have Go Vale, we have Case, we have New Holland, Kuhn, Crone, Bio Baler, Vermeer. Self-propelled baler, eh? What kind of bales do you produce? 125 to 180. Okay, so basic bales. Good. But for the time being, I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one needs 120 horsepower, so I think we have enough horsepower in our Lindner. And what's new with FS25 is that you actually have to provide the wrapping, netting, yeah. Netting goes into the baler. And then you also can get a wrapper. This one is 3-point link held, and you can wrap the balers to make silage. This one is also, but it's a trailed one. The price difference is what, 11,000. So then you have these extractors where you put bales in and it wraps and moves along and basically makes a big snake out of bales. And there's the one we know. This one also handles square bales. So round and square bales, yeah, both. Well, let's dig in. So for this job, I'm gonna have to take the Lindner. This Izeki, I think it doesn't have enough horsepower. Let me just check real quick. Vehicles. So Izeki 1, 2, 3, 3. You have. Okay, it could potentially power it, but I'd rather not overforce. But we have Lindner that has 136. Yeah, so that's gonna be the tractor of our choice today. And we're gonna bale. I don't know why, but I have actually focused on producing, or no, on forestry in both Let's Plays that I'm doing, or one roleplay and one Let's Play. I have no idea why, because I usually stray away from forestry, but I've done both in this manner. Probably because of the constructables, you know, the temple, log house I'm building in Riverbend Springs. But yeah, that just means that I am now only first time experiencing the harvesting, the baling, and everything else. Okay, second on the second thought, looking at my bank account, I really don't have a lot of extra money. So it might be a good idea to empty out the truck we have and take some things to be sold before I do anything else. I have enough for the baler, but it only leaves me with around 5,000, and probably gonna have to spend some more money for the wrapping, the netting, excuse me. And this is our manure spreader, which also functions as a lime spreader. Okay, so let's go get the Go Veil round in binding. What info? Let's go with empty. And let's leave tires at standard. Ooh, actually, these look brutal. Buy. Yes, okay, and let's go to consumables. And we need round bale net. Under net, film binding. Massive Ferguson, Fent. Okay, so we have actual different types. Interesting. Let's go with standard. It's gonna cost me 1,200. And I just wanna see how this is filled up. Again, I have never done baling before in the FS25. It's gonna be an interesting experience. Okay, do we need to open it? We need to just press R. Yes, we do. Right, so it took 3 things off of the pallet. I can't load it right now because I have bale spikes. Let's go. Put the beacons on. Beautiful. Be careful, I don't hit anything. So the baler is quite a must for us because we're gonna have to provide feed for the cattle we have. And yeah, I still have to sort out that piece of land that was a pasture before. In any case, slowly coming up to the field. Yeah, you wanna pass? Really? You shall not pass. Or how did the Gandalf say? Okay, can I turn it on? Okay, the baler is on. Let's go to, again, some reasonable speed. I gotta be careful because this tractor turns really tightly and I don't wanna crack my hitch. Okay, freeze much? Freeze much? Okay. And that was a that was a big freeze. Okay. Well, everything seems to be working as it should. Perfetto. Okay. The beeper sounds a lot more 3D than it had before in the previous game. Okay, and it looks like we don't really use too much of the wrap. Bale is out, and let's continue in a time lapse. Before I continue, I've just noticed something. So I did know that we had a twister over there, but I did not know that it went this way. So yeah, now I'm pondering. Should I bring the John Deere, the tree cutter over here and just, you know, make big piles and transport them to our sawmill? We do need a lot of wood. So that might be a thing we have to do. Ah, cool. 3 trees. Yeehaw. Baling done. The rain has caught up, but you know, it's a game, it's simulated. So it doesn't do any damage to the bales, but it will. There are mods in the making that will make this happen. Yeah, we have produced 6 bales, 6 and a bit. So not exactly a lot, but it's something. And because I have, you know, all these things just sitting here in the rain in the open, I really want to build a shed or two. I think they're not very expensive. Let's go to construction sheds. Yeah, there are modded ones, you know, they are fairly cheap and offer great space. This one would be the only issue I have is it's very low. But I guess it would accommodate a tractor. So okay, it's fine. It's fine. And the cost of these sheds are really not big. Maybe something like this with 2 doors to replace this one. You know, maybe something like this to replace this one. Because I really want to have more space, more storage space. And again, they are not very expensive, so I'm probably gonna have to take care of this. But before I do that, I need some more money, and this is why I will bring the truck over and load the rest of the flour. We have flour over there, we have mushrooms over here, we have probably some wood to take to the temple. Yeah, why don't I start there, because wood pays really well. At least the temple wood. It still hasn't processed. Okay. It's okay. Well, let's go to our sawmill instead. I incidentally forgot where it is. It's over here. Okay, so we have 4 pallets of wood beams. And over here is our trusty truck. Now where do I want to have these saplings? I think I'm gonna put there in front of the office building. Fine, over here. Okay, so we have a nice stockpile of saplings, 60 of them, for next time we continue our forestation effort. Let me make my way back to my actual farm. And here we are. How do I position the truck to be the easiest to load? I think something like this, but it needs to be on a flat ground, like this. Yeah, that's fine enough. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I have some flour stored. Let me start with that. Back here. Good. Okay, it's 1 pallet. We sold mostly at the peak price, and now we just have a little bit left. 1,000 liters. Okay, and now for our mushrooms. I'm trying to be quick. The enoki. Let me grab 2 at a time. So does any one of you maybe know what enoki mushrooms are used for? Probably food of some sort, but no, I wonder if there is any special use for them. It would be an interesting information to know. You know, the Chinese and Asian restaurants here in my town They have all sorts of mushrooms in there that I don't know the names of. So it might be enoki that's in the recipe. I have no idea. Okay. A little bit more. Perfect. And now for the rest. These are the oyster mushrooms. Again, probably usable for food, but I don't know them, so I can't say. This. These mushroom spawn places are really in an awkward place, you know, on the main road. Besides the farm. But I guess this was the best they could do at the time of building it. Great. Now there is some money to be made. Hey. Let's throw some straps over. And let's go. Oh. The farmer's market awaits. Navigating these one-way streets to get close to the farmer's market, and it should be just around the corner. Yeah, this place really is straining on the graphics card. But let's see. So this should be the place to unload. Have to take the straps off. And yeah, we got paid around 10,000, just under, for our mushrooms and for the flour. And with this, I will conclude the episode. And we'll see you next time when we continue. Gonna be doing some more shenanigans here in Hutan Pantai. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.